In today's video, I've got 5 easy cocktails that you can make. Inspiration for Plantation's pineapple rum, their Stiggins Fancy. It's an absolutely glorious rum, rum forward with the subtle hints of pineapple. Do not compare it to other pineapple flavoured rums. It is not even anything like that. It's just subtle pineapple that when you play with it, the pineapple does come out to play. It's absolutely glorious. The cocktails, I've given the only well-known one there, I've kind of given you my simple flip on their kind of Stiggins daiquiri, if you like. So that's kind of the go-to daiquiri you've got there. But I've got kind of a punch. I've got a bitter kind of sweet one going on there with Pampel instead of Aperol or Campari. I've got a julep coming on there. Oh my days, that is stunning. Absolutely love that. Probably my favourite out of the 5. And then finished off with a kind of really kind of tropical tiki kind of drink. So let's get into it. So cocktail 1 is my interpretation of the Stiggins daiquiri. It's kind of my go-to serve for Plantation pineapple, Stiggins Fancy. So I've got obviously the pineapple rum. I've got brown or demerara sugar syrup. I'm going split base citrus on this. So I've got freshly squeezed grapefruit juice, pink grapefruit juice, freshly squeezed lime juice, and then my stars of the show, my little twist, I've got pineapple and star anise bitters. Right then, shaken cocktail for this one. So first ingredient is obviously going to be our Plantation, our Stiggins Fancy pineapple rum. So for this, I want a 60ml double bubble. This rum is amazing. Next ingredient is my brown sugar syrup or demerara sugar syrup. You could use normal, but I just think the flavours of the demerara or brown just work a little bit better. I'm going for 22.5 mils, so 3/4 of an ounce. My next ingredient, as it's right there in front of me, I'm going for a lime juice, freshly squeezed lime juice. I'm going for 15 ml, half an ounce of lime juice. And then I'm going for the same of my grapefruit juice. This has still got the bits in it as well, so 15 ml, half an ounce of freshly squeezed grapefruit. Now I'm going to do my normal trick with the bitters. But if you've got the pipette, if you want to put the pipette in, a couple of dashes go into your cocktail. But I'm going to spritz my glass. So plenty of ice, another cube there, and then we're going to shake down for 10 to 12 seconds. Hard, fast shake. Now before the serve, I've got my bitters there, so I'm going to spritz the inside of the glass, just very gently, 3, 4, 5 little spritzes, and I've got the pineapple, the star anise. Oh, guys, absolute gorgeous aromas in here. And then I'm just going to double strain into my glass. Right up to the brim, a bit too full. Oh, that's good. Oh. And then to garnish, again, no faff. Aromas are amazing. I've got some dehydrated lime wheels. That's delicious. Rum forward, pineapple notes, the zesty grapefruit and lime coming through there. That's probably one of my favourite all-time daiquiris there. Right, cocktail number 2. This does need a name. I haven't put it out there yet in my membership community, but guys, I will do. So come up with a name for this one. It's kind of like a fun, fruity rum, punch-ish kind of thing. Base is obviously Plantation, pineapple, Stiggins Fancy. I've gone for Giffard, 2 of Giffard's liqueurs, Framboise de Rance, Scottish Tayberries, cross between blackberry and raspberry liqueur. Feel free to use Chambord, Creme de Mure, blackberry liqueur, raspberry liqueur, whatever you fancy there. I've got for my favourite Giffard's Posh apricot liqueur. That's absolutely phenomenal with that, but any kind of apricot brandy liqueur would do. Funkins Oleo Saccharum, it's an orange zest kind of sugar syrup, really punches forward in sort of those orange notes, the zesty orange notes there. This is a bit of a crazy one. I was actually going to use Gunner, my brand of raspberry soda, but they haven't recanned yet. I haven't got any, so I've gone for this instead. So this could be quite interesting. This is Fever Tree's brand new rhubarb and raspberry tonic water. Their tonics are not too quinine heavy, so this should be absolutely perfect. Then I've got some freshly squeezed lime juice. Right then, another shaken cocktail. So the first ingredient we're going to go with, again, is Plantation Stiggins Fancy. And I'm going for 45 ml in this one, 1.5 ounces. There's a bit more booze coming, so we don't want too much. Then the next ingredient is my favourite berry liqueur. Absolutely, I love this stuff. And then I just want 10 ml, so 1/3 of an ounce of this. Luscious, look at that. Then I want some apricot notes to go alongside that. This stuff is amazing as well. So again, a 10ml, a third of an ounce of apricot. Carrying on down the line, because we've got a bit of sweetness in those two as well. This is the Oleo Saccharum. Again, I'm sticking to the 10ml, a third of an ounce. The orange notes off this are amazing. And then to balance that sweetness, I'm actually going for 30ml, 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Obviously, we don't shake anything fizzy, otherwise you'll get wet when you're shaking. So just, we'll do that afterwards. Fill your cocktail shaker up with the ice, and then a good hard fast shake for 10, 12 seconds. When that's all shaken down, I'm now just going to add my fizzy straight to the shaker. Haven't opened this yet. I say this is Fever Tree's rhubarb and raspberry tonic water. It's lovely. About second or third bottle of this. I really do like it. 60ml double bubble, 2 ounces of this. And that'll give you lovely kind of fruity notes going through. Now I'm just going to fill a highball glass with fresh ice, and then just single strain your cocktail into the glass. There you go, lovely, jubbly. You can pop another ice cube on top there if you want. That'll be all right. Then to garnish, to complement the colour, I've got a sprig of mint. So I'm just going to pop that in there, and I've got a little raspberry kebab. Really well balanced cocktail that. You actually get a bit bitterness coming through from the tonic water in there. But lovely kind of raspberry notes. The pineapple rum shines through. You've got the kind of Oleo Saccharum in there with alongside the fruity notes. That is a delicious summer drink. But cocktail number 3, again, this does need a name. So members, legends, I will stick this in the community so you can name this one up. Very, very simple, this one. I kind of want to go for like a bitter, fruity twist. So I've obviously got the rum, again, Plantations Pineapple. Pampel, if you haven't seen that before. Think Campari, which is kind of like a bitter kind of aperitif. We then come down to Aperol, which is kind of bitter, but not as bitter as Campari. And then we've got Pampel, which is a grapefruit forward aperitif. So it's not quite as bitter as Aperol, but kind of really luscious grapefruit notes coming through. And then to kind of round that all off, I've just got some pressed pineapple juice. It's a really easy 3-ingredient cocktail. First ingredient is obviously my rum. And I'm going for 60ml, a double bubble of this. Oh, that'll be the base, lovely. And then I'm going for my Pampel. Honestly, you really need to try it. If you like your Aperol and your Campari, you're gonna love this. Just proper grapefruit forward this. 22.5ml, 3/4 of an ounce I'm going here. And then just to finish it off, I've got my pressed pineapple juice. And I'm actually going for 45ml, so 1.5 ounces of pressed, 100% pressed pineapple juice. So now we need to give it a good shake down, so ice up your shaker, and the pineapple juice is gonna give you that lovely kind of white froth on top, so absolutely lovely. But only if you shake it properly, hard fast, 10, 12 seconds. Right, then to serve this up, I've got my kind of tiki Mai Tai glass. I love it. It's like a coupe glass, but they call it a tiki Mai Tai glass. I absolutely love this. And I'm going to double strain this. Perfect, bang on the money. And then just to garnish, then faff-free, I've got some ODK's dehydrated grapefruit. Red grapefruit. Where's a nice one? Right there. Yeah, that'll do. Just a dehydrated grapefruit on top. That is a stunner. You kind of get the pineapple forward. Lots of pineapple flavours, but the grapefruit bitterness just comes out there. I love the whole bittersweet thing at the moment. That's amazing, I love that. Well, cocktail 4, I wanted to experiment a little bit, so I'm doing a pineapple julep for you. Obviously, we've got a split base, so I've got my pineapple rum, and I've just gone for a rye, Jack Daniel's rye whiskey, but your favourite whiskey or bourbon probably work with this. I just wanted the spicy notes from this rye. I've got some sugar syrup, obviously, for a julep, and some mint. But the crazy thing, and now you guys don't have to do this, it's purely inspiration. I've got some of, let's see if we can get that on the close-up there. I've got some of Fee Brothers molasses bitters, molasses kind of sugar there. Feel free, you know, just use normal aromatic bitters. I just wanted to try these out. So no shaking involved in this one. We can just build it straight in the glass. Obviously, if you've got a stainless steel or kind of like a copper julep mug or cup, whatever you want to call them, go for it. I've got a glass one. So first ingredient is my pineapple rum. I'm going for I'm going for 45 ml, 1.5 ounces of this. And then I'm going for my whiskey. I just want 15 ml of this rye whiskey. 15 ml, half an ounce. That should be about perfect. Now the sugar levels will be up to you. I'm just going 15 ml, half an ounce for me. But if you want to add a bit more sugar for yourself, that's absolutely fine. But for me personally, just that half an ounce will work a treat. Now, you guys hopefully will know that I never muddle mint, so I just want, that's a nice one there. I just want 8, well, these are whoppers. Look at the size of these mint leaves. But I'm going to stick to 8 decent mint leaves. If you've got slightly smaller mint leaves, then go for 10 to 12, but 8 should do me perfectly. There we go, that'll be all right for the garnish. Let's pop that back there. And then we're just going to spank the mint, smell it, spank the mint, and that will just release all the aromas, and then just pop your mint in the glass. And then the final ingredient is these molasses bitters. As I say, if you want to use aromatic bitters, be my guest. I'm just going for, let's see how much comes out. Either, yeah, 2, I'm going to go for a third dash there. Okay, so 3 dashes of molasses bitters. But juleps are crushed ice cocktails, so we want plenty of crushed ice in there to start off with. That'll be fine. And then we're going to take a long spoon and we're just going to give the cocktail a good old churn. When all those mint flavours are blended through, top up with more crushed ice. And then to garnish, we're just going to go with that mint sprig, awake the aromas, and just pop that in. That's a belter. That's my favourite so far, and I absolutely love the daiquiri. The pineapple works. You get the spiciness off that whiskey, but the molasses bitters, I really do love that. You get that subtle hint of molasses coming through, like treacle molasses with the pineapple. That is one hell of a julep. I love it. Right, your 5th and final cocktail. Again, this needs a name, so Legends members, I'll stick this recipe in there. You guys can name it up for me for the cocktail book. Ingredients, my pineapple rum, as always. Kalani, coconut liqueur. Think Malibu, better, stronger. Dip a straw in that, it is just like Malibu on steroids. It's a coconut liqueur, effectively. I've gone for Bitter Truth's Golden Falernum, slightly spicy, slightly more gingery than JD Taylor's Velvet Falernum. So I've just kind of got that other sort of Caribbean spices in there. That's amazing. I've got some sugar syrup, I've got some lime juice, and the bitters, because I want to play about with this as well, the bitters purely for inspiration, I've got black pepper and cardamom bitters. Right, and this is a shaken cocktail, so I'm going for that, and I'm going for my plantation pineapple rum and 45 ml, 1.5 ounces. That's what I'm going to do. So this is the base. There we go, 1.5 ounces. Next ingredient is my Kalani. As I say, it's a much stronger thing. Yes, 30% ABV compared to Malibu's 21, is it? Or something, I forget what Malibu is now. But for this, I'm going for 15 ml, half an ounce of coconut liqueur. And then I'm going for the Golden Falernum. I don't want much of this. I just want 5 ml, like a bar spoon. That's all I want. Oh, lovely kind of, you even get a touch of orange on there, but the gingery kind of notes, vanilla. So 5 ml, like a bar spoon of Golden Falernum. I'm now going for my sugar syrup, and I just want, because the coconut liqueur is quite sweet as well, I just want 10 ml of that. But feel free to add a bit more if you fancy it, but 10 ml, 1/3 of an ounce will do me perfectly. Then I'm going to go for my lime juice, freshly squeezed lime juice, 15 ml, 1/5, half an ounce of lime juice. And then as I've still got my pipette on here, I'm going for these in the cocktail. So these are black pepper and cardamom bitters. And I'm going for 2 dashes. So that is the equivalent of like 2 pipettes. That's a bit, about 2 of those. So 1, 2. Perfect. Now we just want to shake this up. Proper welly. 10 to 12 seconds. Get it nice and chilled. Right, now you noticed I've not got any mixer for this. It's because I'm going for crushed ice. If you haven't got crushed ice, what I'd recommend you do for this is cubed ice, but then a bit of soda water. But as I've got crushed, and the crushed will add a bit of dilution. That's just my bar spoon. Crushed will add a bit of dilution. So I'm just going to strain it into a glass. Perfect. Then I'm going to top up with the last bit of crushed ice. Plenty of crushed ice in there. So the crushed ice really does bulk the drink out. And then to garnish, I've got a pineapple, dehydrated pineapple. It's just been sitting out for a bit, this one. Dehydrated pineapple. And then I've got a couple of pineapple leaves here. Go a bit leery if you want. Even got a sprig of mint just floating around there as well. That again is another banger as well. The pineapple notes off the rum. You get a subtle hint of coconut coming through there, but you get those black pepper bitters going on there with a tiny hint of ginger. Oh my word. This, you don't need a mixer for this. This is just stunning. I love it. So if you want even more rum cocktail inspiration, dive into that video and those playlists that's popping up on screen right there. If you love the recipes, a big old thumbs up. That will really help me. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel.